Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Cutler on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Humphrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Clark, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught right sideline. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Bishop. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard. Not only is that an interception, it's one when you're really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? or maybe just one or two receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Humphrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Cutler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Now Cutler. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Trey McBride, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw in film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today.
He's got him in, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Palmer going to go in motion left. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Cutler looking to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 75 yards. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-0.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Cutler. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And it's taken in at the 9. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, check that. Street.
Now receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Come on.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Bishop. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Cutler. And his throw here's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Cutler. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded at the 20. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action, Bishop. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Rig alert, rig alert. Ready.
Throwing again, Bishop. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Oh, he shifts past him.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. On 1st and 10, it's Cutler.
That's complete to Palmer.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Cutler to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Cutler. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Rig. 18 rattle.
Off the play fake. Bishop. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. 46 yards.
And the 49ers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Cutler. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Now Cutler. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That's pulled in at the 32.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now he's free at the 35.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Off play action. Bishop flushed out right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now they'll change things up.
Off the play fake. Bishop.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready, set.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. Bishop. Flush to his. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw on second down. Bishop.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Drop 50. Drop 50.
Throwing on third.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Cutler.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now Cutler on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Again, it's Cutler.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Last thing, 19.
Off play action. Bishop. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose again.
Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Throwing again, it's Cutler.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Cutler will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Off the play fake, Bishop. He's going to take another shot here. They've got his man complete.
There he goes again.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now Moody for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To throw, Cutler gets it to Meredith complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Now it's Cutler. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
The extra point try now for Moody.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Off play action. Bishop. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man. Complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Bishop. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Off play action. Bishop. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Cutler now to throw on third down.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, this game, it was well in hand early. Never